Good man, how we doing?
There he is.
How we doing, boss?
Boom. How you doing, my G?
Yeah, really good, thanks, mate. Thanks for having us on. Hope you're well.
Yeah, bad man. You are looking super cool, super fly,
That's
super
it.
smooth.
Yeah, just chilling at home now. 12 hard rounds of sparring and pads tonight. Feeling good, feeling fit, feeling strong. Ready for February 22nd. New opponent after George has pulled out. But we're ready. We're ready.
You are putting next man to shame. I'm gonna have to start getting my abs. My one pack is just not. My one pack's just not doing it. When I see pictures of you, man, you look like you are putting in the graft. Now, listen. Welcome to the Gunman Insta Live. For anyone that doesn't know, this is the hunky ripped Adonis, the former Love Island star Trey Norman, who is due to be fighting against George Fensom on Speedstar boxing promotion, one of the top influencer boxing promotions in the UK, that is going down on February the 22nd in Liverpool at Adelphi Hotel. Now, that fight is off, my friend. That fight is off. First question is, where is Fensom?
His pen's gone missing, mate. Well, I say his pen's gone missing. He signed it and then he's pulled out. But the truth of the matter is, to be fully transparent with people, it was evident to see that he wasn't doing any training. He wasn't putting in the work. And the matter of the fact is, within this contract, we had certain obligations to fulfill, as you know, on certain contracts in boxing. And it's not easy selling tickets, especially straight after Christmas. People are skin, you know what I mean? It's far away in Liverpool. The Bedford Bum is miles away. I'm, quite far away in Yorkshire. It's 2.5 hours. It's an hard sell. It's not, times are tough. So he's pulled out. He's not fulfilled those obligations. Probably knew he was going to get battered and he wasn't going to probably get paid because he didn't fulfill his obligations. So that's that. And now. We've got a replacement opponent in place. I've still been ticking over. The mindset is still the same, still stronger than ever. And I feel fit, I feel ready, and it's time to go. 3 weeks out.
How are you feeling about it all? Genuinely, how are you feeling about it? Pissed off?
Nah, to be fair, what can I expect? When you sign up to fight someone like George Fensom, you got to take everything with a pinch of salt. And it is what it is. My goal still remains the same. I'm still focused. It doesn't matter if it's George Fensom, HS TikToky, Ed Matthews. It's just another cabbage that's going to be put in the ring. And it's time to do a job. Time to show everyone what I'm about. A different side to me. A completely different side to the Love Island Trey.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm excited to display the work that's been put in, represent my training team, where I'm from, and what I'm about.
Yeah.
So time to go.
Yeah. What would have happened had you got if you'd got your hands on this brother? What would have happened?
Just like I did in the video, it was cabbaged. It would have been done pretty quick. But never say never. And like George, he could have improved. I was looking forward to seeing the improvements. I just feel like I was better in a lot of ways, and I've been putting in the work. And that always shows on the night. They say train hard, fight easy, and that's exactly what I've done.
Yeah.
So, and I plan to do.
Yeah. Listen, my brother, you were favourite in that fight. I'll be honest with you. I think most people thought that you were going to cook this brother. I think most people felt that you were going to put him in, preheat him, gas mark 200, and cook him red to the bone, I think you were favourite, you know what I mean? Did you see it the same way, that you're favourite?
No, I had a lot of confidence going in, but you can never underestimate a fighter. Like I say, George, he talks a good game, so he says, and I knew that he could have been putting in the work behind the doors, but I wasn't preparing for George. I wasn't looking past him. I was looking through him. I'm training with pros. I'm training with top level amateurs. Top trainers around me. It's I was training for someone a lot better than George, but I completely disregarded his first fight and just, started it as a fresh, clean state and went to the mindset that I'm going to fight King Kong, and that was that.
Yeah. What did you make of his first fight?
I thought both of them don't have a clue. So we can tell that HS has never boxed in his life. You can tell that he's not really got any skill set. Yeah, he's got, big biceps, big pecs. But that doesn't mean jack shit in boxing. It's all about how fit you are and how physically strong you are. Is in here. it doesn't matter. That's what I've learned in the boxing gym anyway. And yeah, with George, it was just a bit of a rabbit in the headlights. Obviously, he didn't know how to take a punch. You can tell he didn't do any training. When he got hit, he dove on the floor. I don't know what HS was celebrating about. If my opponent did that, I'd be absolutely devastated.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what is going off? You know, I've come here to box, come here to put on a display. People pay their hard-earned money to come to these shows, don't they? So, yeah, I could only assume that it would have got better. That's the only thing I could have assumed. So that was that. And you can only fight the man that they put in front of you. And George stepped forward, and that was that. So yeah.
Were you highly confident of just like smoking him? You know what I mean? Like when I'm talking about smoking, I'm talking about putting him in some silver Rizzler, no tobacco, that kind of smoking him. You know what I mean? I thought, I think a lot of people thought you just blaze this guy out of there in a couple of rounds. I've had a couple of misfits fighters say Fenton hasn't got a fighting bone in his body. He's not cut out for it. Not my words. This has been from. I had Ben the Bane Davis on here for an interview and said he's just not cut out for fighting.
Yeah.
So people were expecting you to blaze him up. Do you think the same way then? Do you think he's not a fighter and he's doing this for the views and for the money?
Yeah, I think it's unequivocally clear, Gunman, that he's in it for the money. He's in it to get a bit of clout. He's not bothered about his image, what he represents. You know, it's a clown show, isn't it? It's a gimmick. He's not learning how to box. He's not putting the work in the gym. But that's George. He's on his own path. He's trying to max out with what he's got. I can't knock a man like that. And to be fair, he got in the ring and did it, and that takes a very brave man to do that in the first place. So I will give him his dues. I'll give him his respect. The fact that he got in there with HS, who he was obviously quite scared of. He's a big guy, and he knows how to fight. He's had a couple of street fights here and there, but he don't know how to box.
Yeah.
So I'll give him his respect for that. But I was a bit disappointed in our fight, because once you sign a contract, you stand on business. You can't mess promotions around or put a lot of money into it, a lot of investment, a lot of time. You can't mess your opponent around, because I've been training like a lunatic, running mountains in Barnborough, diving in rivers, ice baths, putting myself through it, rounds after rounds after hard sparring, week after week, dieting. And yeah, you are a bit pissed off because he's obviously not done the same thing, but it is what it is. And there's a new opponent in place now. I'm happy, and I get to display what I'm about.
Well, listen, we've got to announce that new opponent. I know everyone's absolutely itching to hear who you're going to be fighting next. Do you want to do the honours?
Yeah, I would like to say it's an HS, it's an Ed Matthews, it's a Bevo, it's someone like that. But it's someone called Jamie Kirtland, and he's from Sussex area, so down south. And he's a bit of a pool player on TikTok. He's got a decent following. He's stepped up to the plate. He's got 150,000 on TikTok, and he's a bit of a hustler right here as well. So let's see if he's as good as at boxing as he is at pool. I'm not sure on his experience levels. He said he's never had a fight before. Is it all part of the hustle, or is he just giving it a crack and seeing how far he can take it like me? Who knows? But it'll be a good fight. It'll be a good promotion, and I'm looking forward to it.
So what do you know about this brother in terms of his fighting? Have you seen him move? Have you seen him throw a jab? Have you seen anything?
No, not seen one thing, no footage. And to be fair, good man, I'm more focused on me and my training and what I'm doing well and what I'm doing wrong, as opposed to him. You know, I've just got to take his word for it. He says that he's had no boxing experience prior. I'm sparring a lot of high-level guys in the gym that have got abundance in experience. So there's no video footage. There's nothing of him. And I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on me. As long as I'm getting better, I'm fit, I'm strong, I'm ready. That's fine. So I just believe in myself, and whoever they put in front of me, I'm going to knock down.
Does a change of opponent mentally kerfuffle you a little bit? You know, does it change the mindset? Like, okay, on 1 minute I'm training for this brother. I know that he's not got the best punch resistance. I know that he's known for not having the best heart. Is his heart really in it? In fencing, and now you're fighting a pub hustler. Pub hustlers are trickier than a Rubik's cube. You know what I mean? Those brothers are slyer than a fox. You know what I mean? So you know he's going to have a bit of nous. You know what I mean? And any man that's been in pubs that knows how to fight usually, does the unknown change your mindset or give you a bit of nerves?
No, I like the unknown quantity. I like the fact that, you know, if it's going to be an hard night's work, then fair enough. I've got a harder fight and I earn my
Mm.
money. You know, or he gets knocked over in a round and my job's done quicker and you don't get paid for overtime in this
No,
business. So
exactly.
I'm not fussed either way. Like I said, all I can do is focus on my training, what's going right in my camp, the time that I'm putting in, and I'm locked in. So I'll leave him to do his bit of work. I'm ready, I'm focused, but I've heard that he's 6'2", so he's a similar height to me. He's a
Mm.
similar weight, so I'm walking around at about 84 kilo now. It's about 13 stone 6.
Yeah.
Comes to fight night, and I'll be sitting on about 81, 82. I've got a photo shoot a couple of days before that I want to look good
Mm.
for in my boxing shorts. Show people how to get in shape. And
Love it.
but yeah, I feel strong. I feel hydrated. I'm carved up, and I feel at my natural fighting
Mm.
weight where my fitness is it's best. It's better than it's
Mm.
ever been.
Mm.
Looking at my metrics on my runs, my swimming, my track work. Yeah, all on job.
We've got a question here. Jess M underscore D10. Who's your favourite couple on Love Island All Stars?
You know what? I haven't been watching it, but my mum and dad have, and I think from what I've seen glimpses, it has been Grace and Luca. Grace
All right.
Luca so
Yeah.
far, yeah.
I've not been watching it, but yeah, I do. I remember Luca, but I can't remember. I don't know the other
Yeah,
one.
Grace and Luca probably so far.
Yeah. We've got Liam Holden too. Pub Hustler is a pro boxer. We've got Sam Stevenson. Abs don't win fights. I think we've got a few of his fans coming in. So listen, what can the fight fans expect from you on the Feb 22nd? Are you going to be wilder than Deontay, or are you going to be putting him in the ward like you're Andre? What can we expect from you fight night?
Calculated performance. I'm going
Mm.
to come out there. I'm going to jab his head off. I'm going to smash him with the right hand. I think it's going to be an early night. I'm going to dig to the body early, see what he's about,
Mm.
and see how fit he is. But I'm going to come. I'm going to come out. I'm not going to just throw my hands like a lunatic, like a Wilder, like a Fenson, like an HS. I'm going to. I'm just going to suss him out. I'll have a look at him for the first minute or two. It's only a short fight, 3 2-minute rounds. So I'll have a little look at him and see what he's about, and then go from there.
So you're basically saying you're going to jab him up like a COVID patient, slap in the right hand, couple of digs to the body, and then you'll be joining me at the bar later.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Because I'll be honest, I've been off the ale. I've not drank. I've had a complete lifestyle change. I've indulged in all the hedonism, and it's been nice. I've enjoyed it. I've
Mm,
enjoyed the pain. I've enjoyed the changing lifestyle.
mm,
It's been refreshing. It's good for the mind. My business acumen's sharper than ever. I'm on point. I'm selling new business at work better than ever before. My metrics are good. You know, I feel fit. I feel strong. My heart rate's where it needs
mm,
to be.
mm.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
people think I've lost my mind, and I have. I've lost my mind enjoying the process, and I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to getting stuck on one of these big shows. I want to shine. I want the mams to see me on the 22nd and be like, oh, this kid can fight,
Mm.
and I'll show them. I'm going to show a different side to me, and I'm looking forward to it.
Listen, I tell you what, boxing is pure therapy, and it's definitely saved more lives than
Absolutely.
it's taken. Right now, you'll be eating clean. You'll be, off the booze, not off the smokes. Walking around feeling like a god come fight week.
Yeah,
Like you'll be feeling fantastic mentally, physically. So there's just so much benefits that you're going to gain from it, and it's really exciting to see that you're embarking on this journey. So, what is the goal for you? I know it might seem a silly question, but what is the goal for you? Is it having 10 fights? Is it winning belts? Is it just getting onto Misfits? Where do you see this going?
yeah. So I've set the goal this year of having 3 fights and getting on to Misfits to zone and having that walkout and fighting in front of an arena of 10,000 people. It's
Mm,
something I've always wanted to do from when I was younger. I've been passionate about boxing since I fell in love with it at the age of 17. It's been a big part of my
mm,
life. Every
mm.
time I eat my lunch or my dinner or my breakfast, I'm watching boxing, IFL TV, a bit of Gunman himself.
Yeah, make
And yeah,
sure you get that
it's
in there, son.
that's it, that's it. And No, I'm in love with the sport. I'm in love with the discipline, the routine, the regime, and what
Beautiful.
it gives to me in terms of my mental and psychic and my physical capabilities. It makes me. It's good. It's good to challenge that primal instinct of yourself. It's good to test yourself to limits you've never ever been before. My Thursday is not occupied by sitting in and playing on the Xbox. It's occupied by going to the gym, training as hard as I can, sparring hard men, testing myself, going into deep waters, swimming with sharks. That's what I like. I get a buzz off it.
Mm.
Xbox, chilling, that's all good, but I just want to max out my life. I want to do exciting things. Boxing is big risk, it's big reward. You put your reputation on the line. But anyone who gets in the ring deserves respect, and I want my name in headlights. I want to show what I'm capable of,
How
and
you
get
finding
better.
getting punched in the face?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's all right. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sparring some big lumps at the minute,
Yeah.
and they've got a lot of experience and a lot of know-how. I mean, the gym that I train at, Steffi Bull's, the best boxing gym in Yorkshire, as far as I'm concerned.
Sweet.
With Jason Cunningham, Courtney Bond, Jimmy Joe Flinstead, who's been helping me a lot. Big shout out to Brendan Flint, the hardest man around Donny that I know. I'm buzzing. I'm in a happy spot.
Yeah, brilliant.
There's a great synergy around the gym. There's a great synergy when you look at, you walk around the gym, you see fighters like Terry Harper, Josh Padley, Jimmy Joe, Conor Kelso, European champions, Commonwealth champions, English champions. It's good. You're progressing with people. You're seeing others do well. Success breeds success. I want a
Absolutely.
part of that. So yeah, it's
No,
good.
absolutely. Listen, I think everyone would love to see like a Love Island tournament. We're seeing quite a lot of brothers coming off of Love Island and getting into boxing. Idris Virgo, Jack Fincham, Tommy Fury, of course, yourself, Fensham. I mean, like, why are the Love Islanders going into the boxing? Is it the DOS, or is it actually a little bit of machoism, and you guys actually wouldn't mind fighting each other?
Gunman, I can only speak on my behalf, and it's an hobby that I'd be doing if I was getting paid for it or if I wasn't. So the
Yeah.
fact that I've now got the opportunity to maybe do a Misfits, to do a Speedstar, and to get paid for it, that's an added bonus for me. Like I say, I don't get paid to spar. I enjoy sparring. I enjoy having the hard rounds, the fights in the gym, the doing the runs. So for me, it's an hobby that's getting out of hand. I'm enjoying it, and I'm gonna get paid for it.
Exactly.
And obviously, I think other people have got the reasons. Some do it purely for money and monetary value. I think that's dangerous. I'm doing it for the love of the sport. I'm doing it for my self development, and also I'm doing it to get a bit of pay. Because times are tough. We need everything we can nowadays to get on this property ladder. So yeah, mate, that's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for the love of the sport. That's my that's why I'm doing
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. You got to do it for the love of the sport. I've always thought, listen, there's two different fighters in my opinion. You've got a guy who wants to win titles and fighting for legacy and wanting to, progress in the sport, and you've got a guy who's fighting for money. The guy who's fighting for money, when he gets hit hard, he's happy to go down on one knee and quit.
Yeah.
When a guy's fighting for legacy, like, I just cannot lose this fight, or I must win this belt, you get hit and you walk through it and you soldier on. There's two different mindsets, and I've always said, I sponsor quite a few fighters. I always said, listen, we're not fight. Shouldn't be fighting for money. If you're fighting for money,
No.
most of the time you're not really. When the going gets tough gets going, and you quit. And unfortunately, you can't mess around in this sport, my friend. You can't mess around in this sport. It's either go hard or go home. And if you don't go hard, then you might not go home.
That's right. You don't play boxing. It's the only sport I've done where it's the most difficult, challenging mentally, physically, spiritually, and that's why I do it, because I like the biggest challenges. You know what I mean? I play a bit of chess, I go to the boxing gym, I go home, I do my business, I work on other projects, and that's my life at the minute. I'm living the life, and I'm enjoying it. And I'm going to see how far I can take it. But yeah, you're right. Boxing ain't a game. See a lot of these influencers playing it as though it's a game. They turn up on fight night, they do 3-3s or they do 3-2s. They pull out of fights. That happens a lot, doesn't it, in this game? A lot of them pulling out. I see
People
HS
not taking
pulling
it
out a lot.
serious. Yeah. People
And
not taking it serious.
yeah, it's like I analyse and I sit back and I observe. It's like HS. He were meant to fight. So he fought George, and then he were meant to fight my friend Mosiah. and he saw he were in half decent shape. Thought, I don't fancy that. Pulled out on the week, and then he was meant to fight Wade Plem. And I tell you what, I watched Wade on pads, right? And I know everyone can look $1 million on pads, and then you get in the ring, you can be pants. But I thought he won't fancy that because he'll be putting in the work, and he pulled out. So that's what I've had with George. That's what other people have had with him. It's quite a common pattern, and it's not a play sport. Your reputation's online. No one wants to get hurt in a ring, and it's not nice, is it, getting punched? But I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, no one loves getting hit. Like, if you're honest, no one loves getting hit. But you learn to deal with it, don't you? You learn to, you know, there's so many expressions in boxing, in life. You know, roll with the punches. Do you know what I mean? And you know, no one likes getting hit, but you roll with the punches. Make sure you minimize the damage. You know, and you know, if you get knocked down, you get back up again. There's so many expressions in life that, you know, fit in with boxing, and it's literally it's a therapy for us as well. You know, you see guys come off of Love Island, for example, and be depressed. We've seen people take their lives and have mental health issues from being in the limelight, etc. You know, and it's a great thing what you're doing. You should be absolutely proud of yourself that you can get into the ring and you can fight in a controlled environment. Listen, let's hear a little bit about you then. I want to ask you a few questions. Let's have a bit of fun, right? I'm going to ask you a few questions. Try and keep it to one-word answers, all right?
Yeah,
you're not allowed to sit on the fence like Humpty Dumpty or some Ronseal paint protector. You have to jump off the fence, one side or the other, my brother, and you have to give us an answer.
Let's
yeah.
Go.
Okay. Who's your favourite fighter?
Alexander Usyk.
Worst part of training?
Ice baths.
And I've seen you in them, man. I don't know how you do that, mate. My Caribbean blood would say no.
No, fuck that. Ice baths. Worst by a mile.
How long can you stay in there?
I've only done 3 minutes so far. I've only done a couple, but that's the worst part of training I've ever done. Shocking.
What about hill sprints?
I'm liking them. I'm enjoying them.
You're a sick man.
I'm enjoying them. I get up every Saturday morning and do them down at Dennerby with Jace. Shocking. They're not nice.
No, that's not nice. You're a sick man.
But you can feel you can feel your hands after. You can feel your legs when you get in the ice bath and you get out and you're shivering. No, it's different.
Oh, mate, that is not a good look, mate. Hill sprints and an ice bath. That's horrible. Yeah. What's your favourite punch?
Left hook.
Head movement or footwork, my brother?
Helps if you got both, doesn't it? Footwork.
Defense or attack?
Attack.
Conor Benn or Chris Eubank Jr.?
Chris Eubank Jr.
Interesting. Thoughts on George Benson? One word.
Boom.
Thoughts on Jamie Curtin, the pub hustler?
Ball player. Seems to playing pool.
Overhand right or uppercut?
Overhand right.
Saudi money or Misfits world champion?
Misfits world champion.
But what about if the Saudi money was like 100 milli?
I'd take it. I could buy my granny a new bungalow then.
You should have just gone like, oh yeah, how about I fight for the Misfits world title in Saudi and win 100 million? That would be good. Yeah. Do you have a message to your next opponent?
Yeah, I do. And it's Jamie. Thanks for stepping up. I really appreciate it, mate. Good luck in your training, and I'll see you on Feb 21st at the press conference. Stay injury free, stay ticking over, and I'll see you there, mate. Look forward to a good fight. Thanks for stepping up.
Do you have a prediction? And make it. Let's have something. Give me a round. Give me a method.
KO win, devastating fashion in round 2.
Beautiful. And that's what we like to hear, my guy. That's absolutely fantastic. Lastly, do you have a message for the fight fans, my man?
Fight fans, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all the support. I know it's a bit of a different journey to the Love Island, but I'm trying to show people that there's a different side to life than just going out, the partying, and you can rather than the hedonistic side of life, which is fun, you can do something that's more purposeful with substance that makes you feel good. And what I've learned is the harder you work, the better you feel always. So put your energy into something you're passionate about, and good things will come.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing your fight. I'll be up there hosting the event. It's a brilliant, brilliant event. Anyone tuning in or watching this back later, make sure you grab a ticket either from the Boxer or go on Speedstar Boxing Academy's page. I think the link is in the bio. Come and join us. We will be in Liverpool, Adelphi Hotel, February 22nd. It is going to be going down quicker than Southampton Football Club. It is going to be a hell of a night. We're going to be killing it there. Fights, action, knockouts, people getting broke up, people getting folded up like a laptop. It is going to be a sick night. You know what I mean? Make sure you come and join us. It's going to be good. And the after party, you know, there's Bibble versus Peter that was going to be showing that night as well. So that's going to be absolutely sick. Thank you very much for joining us, Trey. You're an absolute gentleman, but I want to see an absolute savage performance in the ring. Actually, I think, let me just see if Pub Hustler's in there. I think he's joined. I'll get him in. Let me just have a look. I did get to see him. I thought I saw him come in. Maybe not. But listen, I look forward to speaking with you both at the press conference. Thanks everyone for joining in. Thanks a lot, Trey, for your time. I appreciate you, my man.
Good man. Thanks for having me on. I've been watching you for ages. Have a good evening.
Yeah, do you like it? Do you like the stuff?
Free the gunman. Free the gunman.
That's it. Free that brother.
Nice one, mate. Thanks
Thank
for having
you,
me
mate.
on. Pleasure speaking.
Take it easy, G.
Take care, pal.